tonight, it is like a homage. He performed and conducted here hundreds of times. But tonight, he's not here as one of the most celebrated artists in the world. He's here as the ambassador of Europe's cultural heritage, as our president, the president of Europa Nostra. Maestro, as usual, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. Commissioner, and ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, this is really a very special night for me. As Neska said, it's 47 years that I made my debut in Vienna, so I feel very much at home. So welcome to town, welcome to Vienna, and you know, I really thank you very much for the bottom of my heart, and I always like to give whatever I can do to please the public here, and my God, what it is, the Viennese public, you know, the most generous public in the world. So 47 years. As you also said, I appear on the stage of one of Vienna's many theaters, not as an artist, but as the president of a European organization with such a symbolic name, Europa Nostra, our Europe. Our mission is to give a voice to Europe's amazing cultural heritage. Tangible heritage, like the stunning architecture, as Andrula said before, the famous Klimt frescoes of the Burgtheater, or intangible heritage, like the immortal music which was just performed for us by the Philharmonics. Thank you, Tibor. Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, beautiful also demonstration of elements of an orchestra which I have lived, you know, with and admire every day more. Let me first praise our award winners. We are so proud of your achievements. We know that behind each award there is the dedication and teamwork of so many professionals and volunteers, so many competent and passionate men and women who care for our cultural heritage, who have managed to breathe a new life, give a new future to Europe's historic monuments and sites. Through your commitment, you have embodied Europa Nostra's ideals. We are in debt to you, we admire you, and tonight we celebrate your success. Please, an applause for all of them. And is there a better way to celebrate your success, especially here in Vienna, than through music? Music performed by the moving voices of the legendary Vienna Boys Choir and the children's choir Superar. Superar, what a wonderful Spanish verb, to surpass, to surmount, to prevail. What a great name for a great initiative supported by the Erste Stiftung, an initiative which uses music to open the hearts and minds of the young and to enrich their lives and give them hope for the future. And thank you again, my dear friends, for the Philharmonics, It is always a real treat to listen to you. Your K und K rhapsody has proven to us so vividly that many different cultures and sounds can produce a beautiful and harmonious melody. Also, the vicinity of the first, starting by Richard Strauss and almost finishing by Johann Strauss, is a beautiful, beautiful coincidence for Vienna, yeah, for the Austrian music. Just as the poetic play of lights and colors created by the Viennese artist Victoria Cohen has enchanted this theater and our senses. Many thanks to all of you for coming from all over Austria and all over Europe to the Burgtheater for our celebration of the heritage of Europe, the sound of Europe and the color of Europe. This evening, indeed, a celebration of the best in the field of heritage, but this is also a perfect occasion to address the bigger picture, the bigger issues. We live in an age of great challenges, of great transformations, an age in which the core values of the European project are questioned both inside and outside Europe. There is a lot of fear and anger in us and around us, because many people today are facing hard times, because too many of our young Europeans cannot find a job. But there is also hope. And this is what I wish to focus on tonight. Europe has a great asset that is still underestimated and thus underused. This is our art, our heritage, our culture. Europe is so much more than a geographical entity, an economic partnership, or a military alliance. Europe is a beautiful symphony of cultures. And I am convinced that by drawing from the soft power of its culture, Europe will prevail, superar. But to prevail, we have to give Europe a new drive. We must find a new way of expressing Europe's core values, a new language, a new melody, a new narrative for Europe, as we have been invited to do by the European Parliament and by President Barroso. We must formulate the right arguments, find the words that inspire and instill positive emotions to help European citizens reconnect with the European ideal. Can we not perceive Europe as a huge concert hall, and us, the Europeans, as a grand orchestra and choir? Are we not an impressive and powerful musical ensemble with talented players and singers from all backgrounds and cultures that resonates across the globe? Over the years, we have learned to listen more carefully and adjust to each other's voices. We have learned to seek harmony within our diverse expressions and views, and to regard our diversity as our richness and source of mutual inspiration. We have indeed learned to play a European symphony that continuously evolves. A symphony which is constantly enriched by new instruments, new melodies, and new arrangements. But we have to work hard on it, again and again, until we get it right. We will make mistakes. We may play out of tune. We may hit a wrong note or get the timing wrong. But once the musicians start feeling the rhythm, the timbre, and the pulse of their fellow musicians, once they become united by the joy of the interplay, the magic comes to life. let us, wherever, not forget the vital role of the conductor. Just like every orchestra or choir needs the enabling leadership of an inspiring conductor, Europe and Europeans need visionary and committed leaders. Leaders who seek to bring Europeans closer together and not further apart. Leaders who know how to listen to the aspirations and voices of the young generation and who motivate us to employ all our talents in furthering the European project. We are therefore honored by the presence tonight of eminent Austrian members of the European Parliament and also of Minister Ostermeier. Thank you very much for sharing our belief that investing in art and heritage is a sound investment for our society, for our economy, for our future. Austria was for supporting us in promoting culture and its benefits in Europe as a whole. Madam Commissioner, dear Andruna, it has been a real joy to conduct together with you our European Heritage Award ceremony. We have done this in Amsterdam, in Lisbon, last year in Athens, and now, as you say before, finally in Vienna. I hope that that's not the case, that whatever happens, you will visit us. You might have other commitments, and they might be even more important than the one that you have been achieving later on. But thank you very much. One of the great pleasures has been to be near you in these award evenings. A really privilege and a really experience. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. I wish to thank you on behalf of all Europeans who care for culture. You have been our effective ambassador in Brussels. You have shown vision and determination in promoting the creative face and the creative potential of Europe. And even in these difficult times, you have managed to secure more funding for culture in Europe. Can there be better proof that the right woman in the right place can make a real difference? Let us hope that many more European leaders will be inspired by the power of your example.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as an artist and as the president of Europa Nostra,
Bravo! Bravo!
Europa indeed is a very Spanish word. Okay, I believe that the key to understanding Europe is through our culture, our symphony of cultures. Our chorus is held together by shared ethical and aesthetical values, and also by our mutual respect and trust. We draw our strength and inspiration from all those cultural treasures which we inherited from past generations. They form the fertile soil on which our vitality, our creativity, and our success as a continent will continue to grow. This is why we need an ambitious strategy for cultural heritage in Europe. We congratulate Commissioner Vassiliou on her initiative to prepare the first ever communication by the European Commission on cultural heritage as a resource for Europe. Europa Nostra and all heritage professionals and volunteers in Europe have high expectations from this policy document and stand ready to work with the European Union on its implementation. We also urge the new European Parliament to give culture its rightful place in Europe's future priorities. And by the way, don't forget to vote between the 22nd and 25th. Dear friends, let us embrace Europe's multitude of cultures and let us celebrate their creative interaction as engaged citizens of our individual cities, regions, and countries, but also as engaged citizens of our Europe. Thank you very much.
So much, Maestro, for your always powerful and inspiring words. I'm afraid I will have to ask you to come again. You're used to that, you're used to that. But this time, I would like to ask you to come together with Commissioner Vassiliou, because you have an important role to play. Time has come to reveal the 6 winners of our Grand Prix for 2014, and of course, we need you for that important task. We have here the envelopes, the seed envelopes are coming, and please reveal one by one the winners of our 6 Grand Prix Awards 2014.
Gosh, we are in Hungary. Passage from a rusty city to a new Miskolc.